Alrighty. We are live! Motherfuckers, we are live. So, what's up, everybody? We're here for video number 2 on the evening. Now, I say number 2 because video number 1 was taped. I will be uploading it after I get done with this video. But anyway, welcome to another video right here on the main channel, Kill of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video and hit that subscribe button down below in the description box on this channel and all my other channels, which, like I said, are down there in the description box below. And follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the net. And don't forget to tap that bell. Basically treat it like it's, it's what it is. It's your bitch. Or just smack it around. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And if you do, then search my channels. And if you find my channel, then go to the video section or the live section, and you get my latest video. Or unsubscribe, subscribe again, hit the bell again, and then do that same shit. But it is what it is. Since it's your first time watching, welcome to the party, pal. I hope you enjoy the ride. I hope you like the content. And if you do, leave a comment. Smash that like button to death, stick it straight up the wazoo. Makes me happy. But, and subscribe, tell your friends, and all that good shit. Alright. So let's not waste any more time. Let's just jump into all this good shit. So, it's Black Friday, November the 25th, 2022. If you're watching now on the replay, it is now Saturday, November 26th, 2022, 12:43 a.m. in the morning. Hope you had a good day and have a great Thanksgiving weekend, getting over that Thanksgiving hangover, still eating all those leftovers that you'll probably be eating for the next 3-4 weeks. Then you gotta save for Christmas dinner and all that shit. Oy. Thankfully, I don't have that many leftovers left. I'm supposed to eat them all. But, no. I'm not making fun. Excuse me, but it is what it is. And that's that. But hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. And I had a good Thanksgiving myself. I did a video about it on my rant channel. So check out my rant channel. Link to the channel is down below. And that good stuff. Alright, so like I said, video number 2 on your 2 for Friday. Video number 1 is actually processing. It's going to be edited up probably after this video is done. And that is TSL number 46, where I talked about a little bit, and I went off on a little tangent in the beginning, but then I really talked about my journey with depression, kind of giving you a little bit of an update before the end of the year, because I don't think I'll be doing another video about this subject. I wanted to kind of bring awareness to mental health, because a lot of people are suffering mental health, and it's probably one of the leading killers in America right now, next to, people get shot and all the other crime and all that shit. But mental health really didn't get talked about on YouTube so much. Certain YouTubers do talk about it, and there are no videos about it, but I figured, to branch out a little bit and get new people, some old people, to see what's up. Get more personal with me a little bit. New people just sign on to the channel or my other channels. You want to know a little bit more about me, get to know me a little bit better, especially the new people that I've been friends with, like Issa and everybody else, and even the old people. Kind of gave like a recap, kind of like a introduction story to my condition and everything, how I started and where where I'm at now, where I'm going to be in 2023. So check it out. I also put a very special video, kind of talking about why I did that video. It's an interview with former lead singer of Silverchair, that great band from the 90s, and love. They did an interview with Daniel Johns a couple months ago, so I watched it, it really opened my eyes, and it really made me want to do the video and talk about my mental health journey and everything. People think I'm using this as a crutch and all my bullshit that's been going on. That's not true. I just want to get people aware of what I've been going through, and that people on here have really the friends that I've lost, like Chase and ZTB and ITB and Double Z, everybody else, they saying I need to seek help, and I put myself in the position that I lost all these people and all the shit that's been going on. Nobody wants, I lost all these people. They want to distance themselves from me, even if I did 100,000 freaking apology videos. I'm saying I'm going to change and going back to the same patterns. But, after watching this video today, I kind of opened my eyes, and I'm going to start the journey to get better, and not going to go back to the same patterns that I've been doing for the last few years, engaging with these low-life people online. They said they want me to stop and shut up about it, so I'm going to shut up. You want me to shut up? Either I would say something else, but I'm not going to say it, because then that will continue the war. But I'm not going to just talk about these people anymore. Let them do their videos. I don't care what they say anymore, because I'm not going to let it get to me anymore. But I'm not going to comment. I'm not going to mention them in videos. I said that many times before, but I think this is, I'm about to be 46 in a couple weeks. I think it's just time to put my foot down and get away from this section of YouTube, and just focus on my life and focus on my videos that I feel like doing, like this one. And that's that. And just get to focus on what I came to YouTube for. Just talk wrestling and talk sports and music. And talk to people and meet people that have the same passion and same interest that I do. And that's pretty much it for that. So the video will be in the description box below. You can watch it or not watch it. Do whatever the hell you want. That's all I can say about that. All right, so on this late Friday night, we had an interesting day of wrestling. We had Rampage at 4 o'clock that probably nobody watched. Just mostly people were watching the goddamn boring as fuck World Cup. Big game today, USA and England, and ended in a 0-0 tie. What a waste that game was. But US has a chance to go to the Sweet 16 if they beat Iran on Tuesday. They have to get those 3 points, because if they tie, they're out. If they lose, they're out. But it is what it is. I haven't been really watching it, but I've heard some really interesting stuff, like Japan, of all teams. Japan, number one, by the way, number one forever. Japan beat the powerhouse Germany. Are you fucking kidding me? Japan? I would have expected that from Brazil, but Japan beating Germany in the first or second game? I mean, come on! And Germany's supposed to be this big powerhouse fucking soccer team like Brazil is. Like, Brazil is always a powerhouse. So, what sucks is Italy's not in this goddamn fucking World Cup. Because they would have annihilated everybody. Like they did way back when, 2006. Forza Italia. But, yeah, maybe the next World Cup probably be 2026, or 2024, 2026. Whatever the next one is. Maybe Italy will be in it. Do damage. But, we'll see. But, I really don't care about the World Cup. I don't care. I don't even watch soccer that much. I do watch soccer. That's the, you call it soccer in that shithole in England, but Here we call it football. That's what I love to watch, football. Week 12 of the NFL happened yesterday. The Giants lost. Got some nice, cool change from DraftKings. So I put my money on the Cowboys to win by spread, and they did. Loved it. So, but it is what it is. So I've got more games coming up on Sunday. Gonna be some good shit. Jets got the Bears. That game's on Fox at 1 o'clock. The game of the week is the Rams and the Chiefs. Why? Because you got the Saints and the Niners in Santa Clara. Better of the two games, I think, but because the Rams stink right now. Because everybody wants to watch Patrick Mahomes. No way, fuck him! He'll beat your Niners in the Super Bowl. No. Patrick Mahomes bought the refs off in Super Bowl 55, or whatever number was, 2 years ago. He bought the refs off. Because they didn't call one goddamn hold on Nick Bosa that entire game. Even though the Niners a 10-point lead. But still the Niners should have won that game for the man over there. Because he's a big-time Niner fan. Really hurt him, and then, I don't want to get into that, what happened 3 days later. But almost 3 years, basically 3 years ago. Don't want to get into that. Because it was heartbreaking for him and heartbreaking for me and the missus personally. But that's another story for another time. All right, so we got football on Sunday and all that other good shit. All right, right now, let's get into some wrestling. Now, like I said, Rampage, 4 o'clock today. Not that many people watched it. I didn't watch it till like 5, 6 o'clock because I was like sick the entire day. And I watched Smackdown. Smackdown I thought was a great show tonight. We'll get to that in a minute. And why Sami Zayn is basically now excommunicated from the bloodline. And people that actually cheer for the guy. He got someone explaining to do. And basically, Sami Zayn, you are Baka right now. Baka. And you better, tomorrow night, you better apologize to the tribal chief or your history, sir. But, it's all Kevin Steen's fault, but, But I digress. The seeds are planted for the whole Sami Zayn get kicked out of the bloodline, probably tomorrow night, or maybe by the time Royal Rumble hits. And then we'll get Steen Jericho back, going after the Usos for the tag team belts. And then eventually the Usos and the Bloodline storyline will probably go bye-bye, which will make a lot of people like Issa really unhappy. But Roman ain't gonna lose that title anytime soon, so. Who's he gonna lose to? Cody Rhodes? Fuck Cody. Hey, Cody! MDK Cody, you fucking prick! It is what it is. Who's going to beat Roman, really? I mean, I did a video about it. Who's going to beat Roman? Not going to be Cody. Probably be Bray Wyatt. But we'll see. All right, let's get into your SmackDown Rampage review for tonight. And let's start off with Rampage because it started at 4 o'clock. Let's do it like Paul Stanley would say. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time. All right, so Rampage once again was taped from the Wintrust Arena in Chicago, Illinois. The Black Friday 2 special. And this week, our commentary team on Black Friday, and I'm kind of glad that it was at 4 o'clock today because of the NHL. And if they would have went live tonight, or taped tonight, because SmackDown went on a little bit late because of fucking college fucking football. SmackDown didn't go on to like 8:15 and went off like 10:10. Stupid college football. Next week's gonna be on FS1, so nobody's gonna watch SmackDown next week. So whatever views they got this week, probably still get around 2 million views. Next week they're gonna get 800, 900,000 views. But it is what it is. I'm sorry that I have a little indigestion. I've been having indigestions all since last night, and really got worse today. Trying to drinking water. Whoops, almost spilled it. Oh, that went bad. I'm drinking a little bit of iced tea on the side, but really been drinking water most of the day and been throwing up all day. That's why I didn't get the video I did earlier, my TSL 46 video, up earlier today. Because I was like basically in bed all freaking day. That's pretty much it. Anyway, so our commentary team this week, we had the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the legendary man himself, should be in the Hall of Fame, Tony Baloney Schiavone, Ian Ricca Boring for Ring of Honor. I don't know, well, because the first match, I'll get to that in a minute, and the man himself, good old JR, Jim Ross, back, God, Stone Cold Barbecue Sauce. Boomer Sooner. And that's it. Alright, so we got those great men on commentary. And we're a couple weeks away from Ring of Honor's last pay-per-view of the year, Final Battle 2022 from Arlington, Texas, December the 10th, 2022, beginning at 2 p.m. with the pre-show, 3 p.m. bell time. So we're getting the matches for that show finalized, and more matches for Dynamite this Wednesday night from Indianapolis. And we got that. Alright, so we started up with the fire and the pyro going off. So we're ready to go from Chicago. Excuse me. And we begin with a banger of a match. One hell of a banger of a match for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. We had the champs, FTR, fuck the Revival, or Forever Revival, whatever you want to call them these days, Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood taking on Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin. Darius coming back last week, about a week or two ago, from his car crash where he was out like almost 200 days, basically out a few months. That guy's always getting injury prone. There was an injury in this match as well for Dante Martin, but thankfully it's not too serious. He'll be back in that ring pretty soon. But anyway, this match was a banger of a match. So it's also with Dax Harwood taking Darius down to the mat, then hands it right off to his good buddy Cash Wheeler for some knife edge. Woo! Reach your boy! Flair chops. But Darius comes back, arm drags him into an armbar, then tags in his brother Dante, who gets forearmed in the head over and over and over and over again. And then Darius comes in off a blind tag for one hell of a DDT. Ooh, he spiked him on that mat. Goes for the cover and almost won the goddamn belts. But was it Cash Wheeler kicked out that too? Alright, then we get some good old-fashioned textbook tag team wrestling, some double team moves from Top Flight, take down FTR early on, then they go to the floor and they beat the crap out of each other. As we go to our first commercial break, we come right back, and FTR misses some right hands, gets drop kicked down, kind of like Rock and Roll Express style. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, drop kick style was always nice. Rock and Roll Express, legendary tag team. Then we get stereo clotheslines, send the champs outside, but they come right back in. They take over, slowing down the pace a little bit. Cash Wheeler gets a near fall off a top rope splash. But then both members of Top Flight send him to the side. Darius hits a big-time tornado DDT into Dante's top rope splash. I was like, that's it. They won the titles, and somehow freaking Dax Harwood kicked out. That's hoo-hoo! Then Cash Wheeler comes back into uppercut Darius, and comes right back with a Spanish fly. Big ups to Joel Maximo and Jose and the Maximo brothers. The SAT motherfuckers. My mentor. But anyway, so he hits the Spanish fly. But Dax Harwood comes right back with a Brain Buster. Goes for the cover, but Darius somehow woke up and we got a small package for a near fall. Then the pace picks up a little bit more. We got a blind tag by Cash Wheeler, unbeknownst to Dante. So Cash Wheeler comes in. Dante misses the nosedive, and that was it for Dante. FTR wins the match with the Shatter Machine, Big Rig, whatever you want to call it, and that's all that matters. All right, so FTR retained the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles with the Shatter Machine in a damn good match. I gave 4 out of 5 stars. Amazing match, a dream match, some people say, but FTR retains the titles, and we'll see what happens with them after that. So, like I said, 4 out of 5 stars. After the match, the Ass Boys come out, Colton and Austin Gunn. They come down for a big-time stare-down with the champs. So it looks like that's going to be the next program for FTR. And we'll see what happens to them. I think they're going to wipe the floor with the Ass Boys. And then I don't know who they're going to lose to. They're just the greatest team in the modern era right now. Next to the Bucks, of course. Not being biased, I'm just saying. But we move on from there. Alright, so we got that. Alright, then we go to an interview, or a video, about Powerhouse Will Hobbs, who had a pretty good showing at Full Gear in a TNT title match with himself, Wardlow, and the eventual winner and champion, Samoa Joe. So Hobbs is in his hometown. I don't even remember where he is. Talks about the places where he grew up. Talks about how there was a side of him that many of us don't even know about. And he's going to take something from us. He's going to take our soul! No. Yeah, but look, he's looking to Samoa Joe and that TV title. The TNT title and possibly the Ring of Honor TV title, but we'll see what happens with that. But pretty good promo, kind of a different side of Will Hobbs that we don't know, and we'll get to know, hopefully, in the future. And we'll see what happens with that. So I give that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we get the Jericho Appreciation Society. They come out for a kitty chat. All the members came out. Jericho, Ty Mello, Sami Guevara, the Spanish God. Jake Hager, Weed, the people, with his stupid hat. Then we had Daniel Garcia, the Ring of Honor Pure Champion, and also 2.0, Angelo Parker, and Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. And you know what makes Daddy Gilmore's dick hard? I think we all know that. Asuka and Io and Kyrie, among others. But anyway, all right, so we get an intro. We have Judas playing out. The fans are singing up a storm, as usual. So the champion, the Ocho, the Ring of Jericho champion, who successfully defended his title this past Wednesday against Tomohiro Ishii in one hell of for him, a bloodbath. Taz said, you look like you got shot with a bazooka. A bazooka, Taz, Bazooka doesn't do that. He got hit with a freaking semi-automatic freaking shotgun paintball gun. His fucking chest looked like chopped liver. Bazooka. That's why nobody likes you, Taz. Except for me, because you're a Met fan. That's the only thing I actually like you for. Little brother. Anyway, so Jericho talks about how much work and effort he has put into winning the Ring of Jericho title. And he says not even Claudio Castagnoli coming out on stage this past Wednesday night for a cheap shot where he slapped the crap out of him could shut him down. So he's like, who is going to uncrown the king of Ring of Honor? The Ocho, basically. So on cue, Claudio comes out and says, I'm going to be the man to stop you, Mr. Jericho. So that doesn't really sit well with Jericho. It's like, you ain't going to beat me. starts mocking Claudio over the Blackpool Cuck Club falling apart. Basically, you know, Moxley and Danielson going at it, and freaking Regal. Right, Regal? Right, yeah. What do you want, Sunshine? War Games! Okay, I know that's tomorrow. It's not War Games, it's War Pigs. But anyway, we'll talk about War Games tomorrow. But anyway, so that he talks about the Blackpool Cuck Club falling apart. He says, I need this title shot, so give it to me. Give me what I want, Hunter! So Matt Maynard, Daddy Magic, throws out a challenge to Mr. Claudio Castagnoli, and he says, Claudio, you can get a title shot, but if you lose, you have to join us. Interesting. So they really want to break up this fucking club. I wouldn't be surprised if Claudio does lose at Final Battle and he does join the Jericho Appreciation Society for like a couple months. Kind of feels like, remember when Moxley joined for a little bit, but then we all knew that he was going to last that long? Way back during Moxley's first run as AEW champ. But anyway, so Jericho's like, you know, that makes Daddy Jericho's nipples hard. Okay. So it's like, yeah, I like that idea. I like it. So what do you say there, Claudio? Well, Claudio's like, I'm in. So the match is now official. Jericho, Claudio 2, well, 1-on-1, their second official match for the Ring of Jericho title at Final Battle 2022. Jericho wins. Claudio has to join the Jericho Appreciation Society, but if not, Claudio wins the belt back for the second time. I think he will, because I really don't see Jericho holding on to that belt any longer. And if he does, I mean, who's next for him? Because if he wants to go through all the Ring of Honor champions, he's got a long list to go. PCO, well, Adam Cole, baby, if he ever wrestles again. Probably Daniel Garcia when he turns again, like the Big Show, you know, he turns every 5 minutes. I mean, there's a long list of champions that Jericho will have to go through, and especially Mr. Jay Briscoe. But, well, we'll never see Jay or Mark Briscoe on, well, we won't see him on a Ring of Honor pay-per-view probably till next year. Unless they're on this pay-per-view, which could happen in the next couple weeks. But we move on. Alright, so we move on from there. Alright, so I give this segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And like I said, I think Claudio will win the belt back. And then the Ocho will be no more, and maybe he'll go for... He might get a rematch, maybe become a 9-time champ. When we call him Ocho, we call him Nueve. That would be a new nickname for him. Nueve! But I digress. Alright, then we go to a interview with Toni Storm, the former AEW Women's Champion. She got recognized as the Women's Champion after when they said on Dynamite. We've gone Thunder Rosa, relinquishing the title, basically giving it up. And now Toni Storm's reign is legit. Now Jamie Hayter, who won the title, her championship reign is now legit as well. So we get that. So Toni's sporting not one, but 2 black eyes after basically getting her face kicked in by Jamie Hayter at Full Gear. She's not happy with losing the belt, but she never saw... she basically said that she never saw her being interim anything. Okay. She said, I broke my face winning the belt, and I'll do it again to get it back. Actually, she was with Tony Schiavone. Tony Baloney, I thought it was Renee, sorry. Anyway, so Toni says, I'm glad the interim was stripped from her title reign. Actually, I take that back again. I'm sorry. She was with Renee, but then Tony, after the interview was done, he says, I'm glad the interim was stripped from her title reign. And then JR's like, bury that title forever. I was like, oh, shit. Wow. I agree. I totally freaking agree. I said this from when freaking Moxley won the belt the second time with that interim bullshit title. and then Punk won it back, and then Moxley got it back. But there was no interim on his name, was there? No. They just put the interim on the women's championship for some stupid reason. People, as soon as that stupid tournament started, that they're going to get rid of that interim name, and Toni Storm only had 3 #1 contender title defenses. But now they recognized those 3 title defenses as her actual reign. And now Jamie Hayter is actually the women's champion, and I like it. Thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you very much. And that's all I gotta say about that. And if WWE does something stupid like that or Impact, it just makes the company look like dumb fools. And that's all I gotta say about that. No more interim titles, please. Somebody drops the title, or vacates the title due to injury, or has to forfeit the title. If you do a tournament, fine, but don't make it an interim fucking belt. The winner should become the new champ. That's it. Bottom line, that's it. This interim shit, it has to stop. I'm glad that Tony Khan made it stop. That's all I gotta say about that. Apologize for that. Alright, so I gave the Toni Storm interview 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to our next match. Darby Allin, who came out with the man called Sting. He comes out and has a match with Anthony Henry, who came out with J.D. Drake. I think member of the Creek Busters, I think. I forget. But anyway, if you don't know who Anthony Henry is, they have fought in Evolve. J.D. Drake came from Evolve. So this is a Evolve throwback match, I guess you can call it. It's a pretty decent match, nothing great. So starts out with Darby getting knocked to the apron to start, goes right back in, sets up one hell of a suicide dive, but only got J.D. Drake, didn't get Anthony Henry on that, but it was pretty damn freaking sick the way that Darby just got shot out of a cannon and freaking hit that missile dive on the J.D. Drake. But anyway, they go back in. Anthony Henry drops Darby throat first onto the apron. Ow! Which sets up an STO on the apron. Even more of an ow. As we go to break. Excuse me. We come back. Anthony Henry grabs a neck breaker out of the corner for a fall. Darby gets sent outside. And J.D. Drake hits Darby with one hell of a lariato! So, the man called Sting, he has to get involved, and he hits not even a good clothesline, but he hits a clothesline of his own behind the referee's back. Then he whips JD into the barricade, but Anthony Henry takes Darby up top, hits a superplex, and then he tries to go for a regular superplex. Darby reversed that into the Scorpion Death Drop, which sets up the coffin drop. 1, 2, 3. Darby gets the win in a meaningless match. Then I gave 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it for that. And we'll see what happens with Darby and Sting as we move on. Alright, after that, we go to Renee Paquette in the back with Athena. Now, Athena's been in a lot of hot water lately, especially this past week, really, hitting Darby Edwards, and really getting docked some moolah, and basically having to come out on the show and apologizing, or she will be suspended indefinitely. So Athena rants about all the bad things that have happened to her as of late. I'm not getting much TV time, shit like that. But she's like, I'm not going to apologize to Aubrey. Then she scares Renee Paquette off, you person. So after Renee gets scared off, Athena talks about how she was wondering when Mercedes Martinez was going to come back. Well, she was injured. That's why she hasn't defended the women's title in a long time. So she's like, hey, I was wondering when you come back. Now that you're back, I want my shot at the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. That'll probably be defended at the battle. So Athena's like, I've beaten trash bag wrestler after trash bag wrestler, and I want your title. Well, you didn't beat Jade, and she's not a trash bag wrestler. Just saying. Just saying. So kind of being a little bit of a hypocrite there, Athena. Just saying, maybe you should actually look at your tapes more often. Just saying. Alright, so Mercedes Martinez and Athena for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. I think Mercedes is going to retain because she just got back. So it makes no sense to give it to Athena. Right then and there. It makes no sense. But it's what it is. And that's pretty much it with that. So like I said, 2.5 out of 5 stars for that. Then after that, we get to the death slot of the show. Women's action. We got Hikaru Shida taking on Queen Amanata. If you don't know who she is, look her up because she's in the indie scene. I think she's wrestled in New Jersey. I think she did wrestle in New Jersey for Pro Wrestling Magic. I think she has done some New York indie scenes, not around my area, but she is an indie darling, if you want to call it that. But anyway, she was in. She had a match with Hikaru Shida, got her $500, and basically Hikaru Shida beat her in 78 seconds. So anyway, before the match, Penelope Ford and Allie the Bunny come out to look on for some odd reason. So that goes to the distraction, and Queen Amanata gets on a really weak, cheap shot. Shida comes right back with a Falcon Arrow. And then the Katana knee strike. 1, 2, 3. Bing, bang, boom. You went to the bathroom. You missed it. That was quick. So, yeah. The death slot works again. So, they put on the women at on Dynamite, they put them on at 9:15, 9:30 at times, sometimes earlier, depending on if there's a big, high-profile match at the main event. And they get 3, 5, at most 6, 7 minutes. Bing, bang, boom, you get your pay, get out of here. This state of women's wrestling right now. In AEW, we see in WWE, you don't have that many long matches, especially tonight with with Ronda and Shayna taking on Shotzi and then Raquel Gonzalez. Didn't last that long. Even the segments don't last that long. Shows you how bad women's wrestling, mainstream women's wrestling right now on WWE and AEW, just been really shit. I really think Impact showcases the women a little bit more. I mean, next week on Impact, we're gonna have Deonna Purrazzo, who came back at Overdrive, and she's gonna challenge Mickie James again. And in Mickey's, one of those last rodeo matches, and Mickie loses, she's gone forever. And really kind of put a stamp on that Deonna Purrazzo Mickie James feud. And Deonna coming back from her honeymoon to Steve Macklin. So there you go. Steve Macklin probably smacking that hot ass. Lucky you, dude. Lucky you. All right, so we got that. And even if you look at the indie scene around, even the New York indie scene, most of the women's matches don't last that long. But, at least it's better. It's kind of entertaining at times. Just got a champion that's been a champion for 200 days. It feels like Super Cena of the indie scene. Just saying. But we move on. All right, so Hikaru Shida's match, I gave basically 2 out of 5 stars. Was what it was. All right, then we get to the Bismarck Henry and the pre-match main event promos. So we have the Dark Order of Preston Vance, number 10, and the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds and Johnny Hungy. So they're there. They're talking to basically Bruce and the Butcher and the Blade with Allie. But really, 10 wasn't there. And the Beaver Boy's like, well, we're ready to fight with or without Preston, wherever he is. And then Roosh, the Butcher, and the Blade are all ready to fight, no matter where 14, 27, or 10 are. God damn, man. That's sad. That's savage. But it is what it is. Randy Savage?
Oh, yeah, Randy Savage. I'm more savage than him. Dropping elbows down from heaven like the macho man does all the time. Oh, yeah. Dig it. Ain't that right, Miss Elizabeth?
That's right, Randy. Pretty much. Randy Savage knew how to be savage when he was born. He popped out of, his Mama Paffo's, you know what? He gave the doctor an elbow drop out of his mom's pussy. Because that's how savage that freaking Randy Savage is. Legend, man. Legend, Randy Savage.
Macho man. Oh, yeah. Dig it.
Let me move on. Alright, so we got that. And we're going to see what happens in the main event. But before we get to the main event, I got to cough for a second. Damn, my freaking acid reflux is killing me right now. Alright, so anyway. So after the pre-match promos with Bismarck Henry, I think we've heard enough talk. It's time for the main event! But before we get to that, we have FTR talk about how great their 2022 has been. And then we get a big-time challenge by Dax Hardwood, who challenges Bryan Danielson. Yes! So, he puts out the challenge of Bryan Danielson for Dynamite. Wow! That is a match I did not see coming at all. But wow. Dax Hardwood against Bryan Danielson. Man, if this was in Ring of Honor, I would love for this to be a Pure Rules match. But sadly, it's not. But it's going to be one banger of a match. I can tell you that straight out. Banger of a match. Can't wait for it. So, there you go. Excuse me. We'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on. Alright, then we go to your main event of Rampage. We had the Dark Order without 10. It was basically the Beaver Boys in a 3-on-2 handicap match with Roosh, the Butcher, and the Blade with the Bunny. I think Jose Jalapeno on a stick was there too. Jose, the assistant. So we get a big brawl to start as the Dark Order is down a man. And then Johnny Hungy Angle slams the Blade, goes for a dive to the Butcher, gets pulled out of the air. And then Roosh gets a shot of his own in as we go to an early break, come right back. Johnny Hungy hits a standing sliced bread, number 2. But Roosh breaks up the hot tag to Alex Reynolds. And then -1, Mr. Brody Lee Jr., not even Jr. anymore. He grew up, dude. He was like this tall, now he's like a little bit bigger. I drink a big glass of milk. So -1 and Preston come out. And Preston charges right to the ring. He has a big stare down with Roosh. And, the history with Preston and Roosh. Roosh wants to have Preston join the Los Ingobernables de Facción de, whatever, Andrade's group, basically. Even though Andrade's not even there anymore. He got suspended. Sucks for you. So they stare down, and then I saw it coming. Preston does the heinous act, decks Johnny Hungy in the face, knocks him out. And then Evil Uno comes out. I'm like, where did you come up before? So Evil Uno, who's not even that evil, like Mr. 10,000, he charges to the ring. He gets held back by, I guess, the referees and security guards. And maybe Johnny Hungy himself. Well, actually, not Johnny Hungy. Maybe Alex Reynolds. I don't even know who, but who cares? Roosh hits the bull's horns, that shotgun knees in the corner. He pins Johnny Hungy, and that's it. So, Roosh and the Butcher and the Blade get the win. as Preston turns on the Dark Order. So finally, somebody from the Dark Order turns. I'm getting sick of the Dark Order. I like them, all this shit, but they're just a nostalgia act. Say that Brody Lee has passed on, but ever since he died, I think the Dark Order just went downhill. Even with Adam Page there. Now Adam Page, we don't know when he's coming back, but he's going to be taking 10th place when he does come back from his not rehab, but kind of rehab, regrouping, with his neck and stuff like that. So we get that. So I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, Preston hits Silver with a discus lariat as -1 is like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to be my friend. I'm only 12. Anyway, Evil Uno gets beaten up. Then his mask gets ripped off. Oh, I didn't see that coming. And he's already busted wide open from the forehead. So if you don't know what Evil Uno looks like without his mask, now you do. Well, kind of do. I mean, I already knew beforehand. That's why they have Google. Anyway, then Alex Reynolds gets put through a table. And then we see Ken Preston going up the ramp. -1 just standing at the ramp. They're like, "What are you doing? What's wrong with you? What's with you, man?" And then Preston just takes off his mask. We see him from behind, even though we've seen him before without the mask when he first started off in AEW. Takes off the mask, throws it at -1's feet, and then -1 just like grabs it, and he kind of like looks at the mask. He's like, he shakes it. He goes like this. But I'm like, dude, show some fucking compassion. You lost your best friend. You going like this. What's with you, man? And then we see Roosh, Preston, and the Butcher and the Blade and Allie posing behind them as -1 basically has lost his puppy. He's all pissed. And that basically ends the show. So, yeah. So we got that. So Preston Vance, no longer 10, has now joined the Facción de los Ingobernables faction, basically. So I guess he's taking over for Andrade, because now Andrade is suspended. But it is what it is. And that's it. But now it looks like, this faction war between Los Ingobernables and the Dark Order, which basically is down a member now until Hangman Adam Page comes back, is going to continue on. And I think, -1 is going to get his revenge because he's going to call his good old buddy Adam Page to get revenge on Preston. But we'll see what happens with that. So it's something we'll look at over the next couple weeks, going into Winter is Coming and the Christmas show, New Year's Smash, and going into the New Year. But really, it is what it is. And personally, I think the Dark Order should just disband. They should. Let Adam Page go his own way, be in the TNT title division, or the All-Atlantic title picture, or maybe, still be in the world title picture here and there. Do that. Evil Uno can go back to playing Twitch with his wife. Got a hot smoking wife, by the way. Or you put him and Stu Grayson. Oh, we still remember him, right? He's still there, by the way. Not doing much, except for stuff on Dark and Elevation. But they put the Super Smash Bros. Back together. Let them go for the tag team belts or the Ring of Honor tag team belts. Or maybe the IWGP. Let them at least go for a tag team title shot. Same thing with the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds and Johnny Hungy. Let them go for the tag team belts. Or maybe you put Johnny Hungy in the All-Atlantic title division. Maybe same thing with Alex Reynolds. They're both good singles wrestlers. Just break up the Dark Order. They're boring. I'm sorry to say that. I used to like them. But now they just... Even on BT, the only good thing about the Dark Order I like is that they have crazy as fuck awesome segments on BTE. Even though, basically their segments are just talking about random dick jokes. Because we know Johnny Hungy is, plays for the other team. Supposedly, even though he has a wife. Go figure that one out. I just don't understand. On BTE, every time we see a segment, they talk about dick. Kind of like me, talking about dick almost all the time to these people back in the day, But, I mean, it is what it is. Not gonna go there. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. So, leave it out there. We all know what they have. And alright, so that ends Rampage on a really sour note for the Dark Order and -1. And we'll see what happens next week with them. And that's it. So I gave Rampage 6 out of 10 stars. Wasn't really anything to write home about. I think, with it being Black Friday, plus college football on, and the NHL on TNT, really, we could have done with Rampage. Can't put it on Saturday because of the botch. The freaking Survivor Series. You could have put it at 7 o'clock. Because of everything's going on. So 4 o'clock was the appropriate slot, and basically nobody watched. I'll be surprised if they get more than 300,000 views. At minimum, 300,000. But if they would have went up at 10 o'clock with the 10 almost 15-minute overrun of Smackdown, they would have got wiped out. Because the overrun for Smackdown was just amazing tonight. But maybe it's a good thing they were at 4 o'clock today because nobody really watched. Can only imagine what next year is going to be. They'll be at 2 o'clock when everybody's out shopping. Hey, somebody's at Target, trying to buy like the latest, the Hess truck at Target, and somebody goes, "Hey, look, hey Bobby, Rampage is on right now at 2 o'clock. I didn't know it was on today. Fuck Rampage at 2 o'clock." But, yeah. It is what it is. Rampage is just basically Dynamite light. It is what it is. That's it. Alright, so like I said, 6 out of 10 stars for Rampage. Now, let's get into the best show of the week. Next to Dynamite, of course. Smackdown. And Smackdown was live from Providence, Rhode Island. At the Dinky Doodle Center. No, actually it wasn't. That's a different place. So anyway, it was from the Amica Mutual Pavilion. That's a mouthful. In Providence, Rhode Island, and our commentary team of Mitchell Cole and Bad News Weed Bandit. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. Well, Wade Barrett had some bad news. It was for Sami Zayn, because Sami Zayn, you, sir, are Baka! Fuck you, Sami Zayn. Fuck you, sir. Basically exploited by Kevin Owens and by Jey Uso on a national program, and guess who watches the national program is your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And there's going to be a segment tomorrow with Roman. He's going to lay down that fucking pimp hand, smack fucking Sami Zayn in the mouth. Say, you're no longer an honorary oos. You're an honorary asshole. But he's probably going to be like, Sami, I'll give you a final chance. You fuck this up. You're out of the bloodline. So, Sami Zayn, you better redeem yourself tomorrow. I'm just saying. For the bloodline's sake, for all your fans' sake. Already, East doesn't want to have anything to do with you right now. And I don't either. You take your honorary ooze and shove it up your freaking ass. But I digress. Alright, so this is the go-home show for Survivor Series tomorrow night. And actually, this was a go-home show for once. Alright, so the main event was the Usos against Sheamus, Fella, and Drew McIntyre for the men's advantage in War Games. And we also were supposed to find out, and we're going to get to this right away, Baka Belair and her team, who's the 5th member, and even though SmackDown started 15 minutes late for you people in Canada and the UK, you got to see who the 5th member was. Thanks for spoiling it on Twitter. Morons. But anyway, so we started with Team Damage Control in the ring, and we didn't start off with like a recap of, hey, guess what? You missed 15 minutes. Here's the 5th member of Team Bianca. So, good job, Hunter. You didn't fuck up for the first 15 minutes of the show. Because of stupid fucking college football. I mean, really, do we need to see the last 2 minutes of the fucking UCLA, whatever team they were playing game? You know, it was like, I think a 3-point game or whatever the fucking score, the score was. 2 minutes, and they get first down, so the clock has to stop because of college rules. And it's like 7:50, I'm like, okay, 2 minutes left, this game's gonna be, done. But there's no post-game show. Thankfully, there wasn't. And then it gets like 7:58. I'm like, okay, let's go. Get this game over with. Stop the fucking post-game shit. Let's get the Smackdown. No, 8 o'clock comes. Then finally Fox 5 shows a little disclaimer on the bottom of the freaking game. It's like, oh, Smackdown coming up next. 8:15. Stupid. Why do you schedule a fucking college football game at like 5, 6 o'clock at night? We're at 4 or 5 o'clock on a Friday. Why? On Fox. Which is even worse. Put that shit on FS1. I mean, there was a Pac-10 game. We could put on some other channel like ESPN or some other sports channel. You had to go 15 minutes over, so we had to wait 15 fucking minutes for fucking wrestling? That shows you how much I hate Fox. Why is wrestling on Fox? Why? Because it's a big, major fucking TV station? And SmackDown gets its best ratings? Because if they were on, like, Sci-Fi, they'd be getting, like, 900,000 views? I'd rather them be on Sci-Fi than on fucking FS1. Or Fox. So you don't have to be preempted for the fucking World Series. Or a random fucking boring as fuck college football game. But in any event, SmackDown was pretty damn good. And like I said, we started with Team Damage Control. So we had crazy Nikki Cross, Mommy Rhea Ripley, who we'll get to in a minute with that fucking Thanksgiving video with her and basically her lover boy, Galito, ese, who made his Papi Eddie very happy for Thanksgiving. Not his deadbeat dad, but, we'll get to that in a second. And how Michael Cole is acting like a complete asshole on commentary. That's every week. Anyway, so we have Nikki Cross, Rhea Ripley, Bayley, don't give me a hug, and the Women's Tag Team Champions, they're still the champs, Dakota Kai, and my third wife on a smoking, amazing, fucking hot piece of ash tonight, Io Sky. You really want to know what makes Daddy Gilmore's dick hard. Besides Io, then Asuka comes out after. Damn, I need to change my shorts about 4 times because I came so much. Oi. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Anyway, Easton kinda told me to chill on Monday Night Raw. I know, it's all jokes. It was all jokes, But people took it, and I was like, oh, yeah. Not Issa personally, but, I was just making fun, because, I love my Asian chicks. Io, Kyrie, and Asuka, of course. Can't get enough of them. I have, every Monday and Friday night. Whenever Asuka and Io are on, basically. But in any case, we move on from there. Alright, so Bayley gets on the mic and says, Bianca, get your ass out here right now. I don't have time for this. I gotta go out with the ladies. We're gonna go to the club. We'll do some dancing or maybe have some of that garbage deep dish pizza. that Chicago's known for. I've had Chicago deep dish pizza. It is not that good. I don't know what's the big thing about it. It's not that good. I'm just saying. I can't eat it. I just like regular freaking stuffed crust or New York pizza, because New York is the best pizza in the world. Next to, well, Florida is too, but depending on where you go in Florida, Miami, really. A little bit, in the southern, the middle of Florida, like, Jacksonville and, well, that's northern Florida. Jacksonville, Daytona Beach has good stuff. Fort Lauderdale, and all that other, Orlando. Got some good places you can get a nice, good chicken parmesan here for $2. My cousin. Hey, cousin, Tony. Hey, my son. My paisan, he got me a nice pasta dish tonight for $2. Because the guy's amazing, Tony D, my cousin. One great Italian man. I know. It is what it is. Alright, so Bianca Belair comes out. Bianca Belair, she's Bianca Belair. She plays her hair. That's actually her hair. She's Bianca Belair. Yeah, it's actually her hair, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually her hair. It's not an extension. It's not anything. It's not a whip or anything like that. Even though it sounds like a whip when she fucking hits somebody with it. Ask Sasha Banks that one. Ooh, or Becky Lynch. It's actually her real hair. It's not like a weave or anything like that. It's actually her hair. My goddamn, man, how long did you grow that thing? So anyway, Bianca comes out with the lovely Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka. Sit my dick. Alexa Bliss, Miss Bliss, and Michin or Minchin, Munchkin, Mia Yim. Don't even call her Minchin. So stupid name. Crazy in Korean. You're lucky you're not Japanese. Imagine having that kind of name. From Tokyo, Japan, Baka, Mia Yim. But she's Korean, so I have nothing bad to say about that. She always will be Princess Mia to me. And Prince Nana. And Adam Cole, baby, because he hit it first. And he'll tell you himself. I plow that. Back in CZW, circa 2010, 11. Don't believe me, go watch the freaking promos. Alright, so they come out. And Bianca goes right to the ringside and says, I didn't come alone. So who's coming out? Well, it's not Tegan Nox. It's not Sasha Banks. It's the man! Becky Lynch. She's back after a 4-month hiatus with her shoulder injury. So, the man! Becky Lynch comes out looking great. I bet I wonder what she's been doing for 4 months. Right there, Seth Rollins? You had a nice good 4 months with her, right? But we all know who the man is in that relationship. But I digress. Anyway, so Becky Lynch comes out. She gets right in the ring. And basically, the big brawl is on. And what was funny about this segment was Io is like looking on and she's like, she didn't even know what was going on. I'm like, Io, what's going on here? And then she's like looking at Dakota and she's like, who this? Who this American? Who this? Oh, I don't know who this is. I'm like, how do you not know who Becky Lynch is, Io? I mean, you did beat her up 4 months ago. You saw her at SummerSlam. How can you forget? I just thought that was kind of funny, though. People didn't see it, but, I have good eyes and everything. Among other good things I have. But, yeah, he was like, who's this? Well, that's the 5th member of Team Bianca. And, Team Bianca, wait, did they have the advantage? I think they have the advantage. Anyway, big humongous brawl happens. Everybody gets knocked out of the ring. Becky is left in the ring. And then Rhea Ripley kind of gets on the apron and gets in the ring. They have a big epic stare down. And then both teams get on the apron. And, something was about to happen. I was getting all excited and everything, like, oh yeah, Becky and Rhea, let's go! But Rhea Ripley did the smart thing and left the ring, and then the rest of Team Bianca came in and like, yay, the man is back! But I don't think she's going to do too much in War Games because, she's coming off the injury. So I would think she's going to come out last in the match. As far as Team Bianca, I would probably... Team Bayley, I'd probably either put Bayley or maybe Rhea Ripley last. Then again, you can put Io last. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But should be a pretty interesting match. And I'll do my predictions tomorrow, but I'll let you know. I think Team Bianca is going to get the win. I just have a feeling. Unless there's a turn coming I don't know about. But we'll see. I think Team Bianca is going to win War Games. And then, Becky will probably just be face Becky, which kind of sucks, but, I like her as heel Becky. But I think eventually, her and Bianca got some unfinished business, if you will. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, so I give that first segment 3.5 out of 5 stars. So, there you go. All right, there we go to match number 1. The first semifinal match in the Smackdown World Cup. So we had Santos Escobar of Legado. So he comes out with Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild. And the lovely, good lord, her fit tonight was one hot piece of Queens, New York ace. And that's Zelina Vega. Tommy and you, sir, I have to praise you because you are banging that hot, sweet ass. There! Damn it! Damn you, Tommy, and it should have been me. Damn it! But goddamn, Zelina Vega was looking hot tonight. She goes to commentary, gives Wade Barrett a stiffy. That's not bad news. That's good news for him. He's, Wade Barrett. All right, so Santos Escobar and Legado, they come out and they take on Butch. Oh, the Brawling Brutes. It's fight night! So, Butch takes on Santos Escobar in the semifinals. The winner will take on either Braun Strowman or Ricochet in the finals next week on the program. So, this was an okay match. Not great, but still. So we had Sheamus and Ridge Holland at ringside along with Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wild. As Zelina Vega's on commentary, looking hot. So also with Santos taking Butch down very fast to start, but gets pulled into an armbar, which gets reversed into Santos Escobar's own armbar. As Zelina Vega's all feeling, sounding all cocky, like, oh, Santos is going to beat him because he's Santos Escobar. And then Zelina Vega. Because, he's Mr. El Phantasmo. Anyway, so Butch fights back to his feet, goes to the top, gets shoved down onto the apron. Ow, for a little nasty crash there. As we go to break, we come back with Butch beating down Santos, knocks him off the top to the floor. Then he hits a big-time moonsault onto Joaquin Wild and Raul Mendoza of Legado. That was pretty damn nice. All right, then we get clotheslines from both men, put them down. And then we get some commotion on the Tron, where we see the Bloodline beating the living crap out of Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens. Which caused a distraction, and Sheamus and Ridge see this, and they go, oh, we gotta go. So, that caused a distraction, and Zelina Vega gets on the apron. Shows her tatas. No, she didn't. Imagine. It's happened before, Kelsey Green. Anyway, so that distraction allowed Legado to make the save. Well, Santos to hit Butch from behind. He picks him up, hits the Phantom Driver. 1, 2, 3. Santos Escobar goes to the finals, where he will face Braun Strowman or Ricochet. And the winner of that will face Walter for the Intercontinental title at a later date. And that's it. Alright, so it was a pretty decent match. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's it. We also saw like referees and agents coming to break up the whole Bloodline Drew McIntyre fiasco. So we get that. And we move on. Alright, after that we get a humongously long video. We're going to hear from Bray Wyatt in a little bit. But we get a progressive match flow, long as fuck video about Bray Wyatt and his little thing with Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. What happened 2 weeks ago when they first met, and then last week where Eli smacked Bray and then Bray like went after him, and then we see Eli trying to leave the building and then he gets like a whole bunch of shit toppled over him. So I'm gonna hear from Bray and maybe explain his actions, I guess. So we get that. So we go to break. We come back. Bray's in the ring with his amazing theme. I love his theme. The original theme was great. The Fiend theme was even better, with the kind of updated Code Orange / a little bit of Slipknot version of the Fiend theme. But now he has an even better theme by Code Orange. Code Orange is starting to grow on me. Especially with the Aleister Black theme. But I love Bray Wyatt's theme. It is amazingly great. But anyway, so Bray's in the ring. He talks about, he says, "My name is Bray Wyatt." Hi, Bray. So he talks about everything he has gone through now, and how everyone wants to see the monster. They want to see Bray Wyatt back. They want to see the Fiend, the Eater of Worlds. Blah, blah, blah. So it's like, hey, you guys want to see the Fiend come back? And everyone's like, yeah! Who doesn't want to see the Fiend come back? But anyway, he's like, well, that's not what I want. Because I didn't attack Eli Drake last week. That was somebody else. Then we see the Wyatt 6 logo flash. Then we see a whole bunch of like weird shit. See Uncle Howdy. No, not that decision. Uncle Howdy appears randomly. Then we see like weird pictures. Then we see a phone number that led to like a therapist. Like, what the fuck? People actually called it and put up on YouTube. If you can go find it on YouTube. It's like some therapist, I think. Weird. But in any event, Uncle Howdy comes up, and we see clips of Wyatt's past when he was the Eater of Worlds as Bray Wyatt. And then I don't think we saw anything in the Fiend. Then we see the snake has to come out of his cage, something like that. And then the final thing he says, everyone lies. Not like Lance Archer, everybody dies! So he's now saying, everyone lies! Yeah, even me. So, I mean, everybody lies on YouTube and social media in general. Not perfect. Nobody's a perfect person. We have to, have those little white lies. Always the great band Fleetwood Mac used to sing, "Little lies, tell me sweet little lies." Stevie Nicks, my guardian angel over there. Anyway, so the split personality of Bray Wyatt continues. So, he's not going to be Uncle Howdy, obviously. I don't think it's going to be him. I still think it's Bo Dallas going to be Uncle Howdy. Unless, it could be. If he's Uncle Howdy, I can kind of think that's kind of weird for him. But then who plays the Fiend? Unless he's doing a 3 Faces of Foley type of thing that we've been talking about. But, so we'll see what happens with that. And, we get that. That was creepy as fuck, as always, and I liked it. Because I love this Bray Wyatt saga. It's creepy, but it's great at the same time. I just don't understand why his first feud is with Eli Drake. Figure that one out. Anyway, speaking of Eli, we see Megan Moore on in the back where LA Knight was watching this creepy promo. And then he's talking to Megan. He's like, "Hey, Megan, did you have a nice Thanksgiving?" Megan's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Well, I had a horrible Thanksgiving because of what Bray Wyatt did to me." And his arm's in a sling. He's on crutches. He got fucked up. He had a bad Thanksgiving, and now he has to hear basically Bray Wyatt lie to everybody. So he says, when I'm all healed up, I'm gonna beat Bray Wyatt up. That's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. Then he heads off. He goes, and he comes back. Goes, let me talk to you. Yeah, dummy. You know. We'll have to see in the next coming weeks what Bray Wyatt and Eli are gonna do, and what it leads to for Bray Wyatt. That's it. All right. So I gave all that 3.5 out of 5 stars. All right. Then we go right to your suckiest match of the night. Garbage match of the night, really. We had Shit Row of Top Dollar, who ain't nobody better than Top Dollar. Not nada. Well, there's a lot of people that are better than you there, sir. And Ashanti Adonis with B-Fab, who's not really fabulous anymore. Anyway, so they take on the vicious Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar, who come out with Sarah Evans. Well, that's really Sarah Logan's real name is Sarah Evans now. But her new name, her official new name, now is called Valhalla. Even though she still looks like Max the Impaler, the less fat version. No offense, but I like Max the Impaler, but, you know, she's fat. The son of a bitch is fucking fat. Oh, Scott, easy. I'll make her bleed. I know you would. But be easy. Take it easy. Okay, Scott, calm down. Scott. Calm down. She's fat! Hey, somebody say fat! Oh, Mike. God damn it. Now, you gotta check your boy, you know, Scott. You know, he's making fun of fat people. Damn it, Scott, why you making fun of fat people? I'm gonna put you on a freaking table. Right on, Mike. Right on. You know, Mike, before you go, I saw some stuff on you on I think it was on Instagram or Twitter that Kimberly. You remember Kimberly Page? You know, TDP's former wife. Oh yeah, slut. Yeah, I know who she is, man. I did. I saw you do an interview with her and a Smalley chick. I think it was one of them. Awesome. You are. I know. But yeah, I saw that, and then I saw like other video of you power bombing freaking Hogan through a table. You remember that? Remember you did that? That was great. Yeah, I put that freaking steroid bitch fossil to a freaking table because I'm awesome. I don't understand why I got a title shot. It's awesome. I don't know why Mike Awesome never had a fucking title. I don't even know if he did. If he did, he lost to Goldberg. Fuck Goldberg. Yeah. Fuck Goldberg. The only thing Mike Awesome did in WCW was fuck fat chicks. And have great ambulance matches. Right, Mike? Yeah, I know. I was the king of the ambulance match before Scott Steiner, that fucking bitch, thought he was great. Calm down, Mike. Calm down. You could have ambulance matches with fucking New Jack, that crazy motherfucker. Jerome! You know, I saw you on a video from Wrestling Society X. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen? Before Lucha on the Ground? Way before Lucha on the Ground. Even before XPW was a thing. They created deathmatch wrestling, not XPW. It's Wrestling Society X. Where do you think the bomb matches came from? Really, Japan. But they brought that over to the States. We saw explosions. We saw the first ever time bomb match, which was never televised because MTV's a bunch of bitches. So if you had the DVD, you get those extra 2 matches. that was never shown on TV for that one goddamn season. But the only good thing about it was Chris Kloss going, ah! Every 5 seconds. Then we saw, they were talking about the Teddy Hart documentary. If you haven't seen that, that's fucking weird. Crazy Teddy Hart documentary. Holy crap. And I met Teddy Hart when he was actually good. Well, not before he became a crazy lunatic. I met him at an indie show in Brooklyn with Davey Boy Smith Jr. They were fighting together. They had a match together, I think. I forgot who. I think Harry Smith won that. Or Davey Boy Smith won that. And then after the match, they cut a promo together. And then he gave out freaking... He said, come in the ring. Everybody can come in the ring. I'll take free pictures. And everybody came in the ring. I have that picture somewhere. But yeah, I met Davey Boy Smith Jr. Not a big accomplishment, you know. But he's the son of a legend. Hall of Famer, bro. Yeah, he is a Hall of Famer, I think. Davey Boy Smith. Part of the British Bulldogs, who are not in the Hall of Fame. Davey Boy is, but I don't think the British Bulldogs themselves are not. I don't think. They should be. And really, besides Frankie, you know, the bird, as the first pet in the WWE Hall of Fame, what happened to Damien? What happened to Matilda? Next thing we know, we'll get Mitch the Plant in the Hall of Fame next. Knowing Triple H and Stephanie. Hi, Steph. You know how wacky they are? Remember when Vince was wacky with all the people that he put in the Hall of Fame? Beth fucking Phoenix, Bella Sluts. I mean, can we actually get some... Now that Hunter and Stephanie are going to be running the Hall of Fame, can we actually get some people that deserve to be in Hall of Fame this year? Next year, I should say? Well, we know Vince is going in next year. That's definite. The Rock maybe be headlining, co-headlining. Kane. Or maybe Kane and The Undertaker as the Brothers of Destruction, which I think would be really nice. Maybe Kane should be in by himself. Chyna should be in by herself. You know, she's with DX. Doesn't really count. Melina, Gail Kim, Mickie James. Tara, you know, Tara, Victoria should be in the Hall of Fame. I mentioned her on our YouTube show all the time. Her and Mickie James should have been in by now. Gail Kim, the same thing. Even Awesome Kong. Or Karma. Stupid name. They're not in. Miss Elizabeth's still not in. I mean, why? Why is Miss Elizabeth not in yet? She should have been the first woman in. She is the official first lady of wrestling. Not you, Maria Kanellis. I don't care what you have to say. You are not the first lady of professional wrestling. With your freaking ego. Maybe not even the first official lady of Ring of Honor. You want to think that? You better talk to Sarah Del Mato or Sarah Del Rey. She's the first official woman in Ring of Honor. Then Daisy Hayes. Karma. Yeah, Awesome Kong was there. For a little bit, not long. Then Mia Yim. And now we got an influx. We don't have much of an influx of women's wrestlers. Back then we did. Kelly Klein, who got shafted by Ring of Honor. Thanks to Joey, it was Joey Mercury and BJ Whitmer, who then I don't know if they were husband and wife or what they were. Shafted her. Not in a good way either. Kelly Klein's not really doing anything. She's not even on social media anymore, I don't think. Taylor Hendricks, Taylor Hendricks, I don't talk to her a lot. I used to back in the day, but now, once in a while I'll leave a comment or a tweet on Taylor Hendricks' Twitter page. She'll comment back once in a while, maybe retweet or like tweet. But it is what it is. But great women's wrestling in Ring of Honor back in the day. Sumi Sakai, who's still around. She's old as fuck. Nothing wrong with that. I know Sumi since really 2014. So Sumi Sakai Angelina Love, Velvet Sky, both of them should be in the Women's Hall of Fame too. TNA, really. But, well, they really didn't do WWE-wise, and they probably would never be there. Taryn Terrell. Well, TNA-wise, Taryn Terrell. Really didn't do much in WWE, except for being ECW. I think she was the ECW ring announcer, or she was a ring announcer. So you have ring announcers that should be in the Hall of Fame. Mike McGurk! I mean, they put the Fink in. That's great. Put the Fink in. Then they put Mean. Woo! Baka Keenan. Well, what about Mike McGurk? What about Lillian Garcia? I think Lillian's in on it. She's not, but she should be. But Mike McGurk should have been in too. I mean, if Hunter wants to do all this, go back to the 80s shit with the pay-per-view stuff, why don't you just put an all 80s Hall of Fame in? Here's an idea. Hunter, have an all 80s freaking Hall of Fame at a random WrestleMania. Don't matter which one it is. Could be WrestleMania 43 in Nashville. Supposedly that's going to be in Nashville. WrestleMania 43 in Nashville. I don't mind that. But I mean, 40 is going to be in Philly next year. 41 and 42, I have no idea where it's going to be yet. Maybe Minnesota for 41 or 42. 43, possibly in Nashville, which I don't mind. It's going to be in that new stadium for the Titans, not Nissan Stadium. They're going to blow that up, thankfully. But yeah, WWE 80s Hall of Fame. Do it for WrestleMania 43 or 44. You know? Yeah, I think you can put a lot of good people in the Hall of Fame from the 80s. I think some of them are already in there, like Greg the Hammer. I think Greg the Hammer Valentine is in. I think he is. I'm not sure he is, but I think he is. Yeah, he is in, I think. I don't think the Dream Team of Greg Valentine and the Honky Tonk Man are in the Hall of Fame as a tag team. I don't think they should be. Or Greg Valentine and Bruce the Bar Beefcake, the original Dream Team, then the reincarnated version of that. They should be in the Hall of Fame. Who else? The Bolsheviks, Nikolai Volkov, and who's the other guy? God damn it. And that was Volkov and Karloff, I think it was. Damn, I gotta look up my screen now. I can't even remember now. Damn. Put the Bolsheviks in. You can put Earthquake and John Tenner's dead, which sucks. Put Earthquake and Typhoon, the natural disasters. You can put them in. Because they were part of the late 80s. The Jumping Bomb fucking Angels, the original women's tag team champions. I mean, come on! Leilani Kai, Bull Nakano. Well, Wendy Richter, I think, is in. Thanks the Lord. Judy Martin. Barry Horowitz. I mean, if you want to put jobbers in now, besides fucking Coco Beware, not even an original jobber. But you want to put the original jobbers in, you have to put in Barry Horowitz. Have a jobbers wing in the Hall of Fame. Barry Horowitz. Barry! Oh. Outback Jack. Iron Mike Sharp, which I think is in the Hall of Fame. I don't even know. I actually don't know. I'm not going to look it up. I'll look it up later. But if Iron Mike Sharp is not in, he should be. There's an actual... My friend John Wright, my good buddy from California, John Wright, sent me a thing on Facebook. There was actually an Iron Mike Sharp doll back in the 80s during the Mattel days. I'm like, what? There's a doll? There's probably one for Outback Jack and Barry Horowitz and Barry. Oh. No, Jim Powers, Paul Roma, before they were bad guys. Well, before they were even Power and Glory. But yeah, that's the job of Hall of Fame right there, dude. Barry Gill. Make it happen, Hunter. Make it happen. Come on. Barry Horowitz, Iron Mike Sharp, Outback Jack in the Hall of Fame. Come on. Come on. Give me what I want, Hunter. Stephanie. Hi, Steph. Give me what I want. That's all I want. Barry Horowitz or Outback Jack. He's still alive, by the way. I believe he is. I think he is. I think he did an interview with Hannibal, that crazy lunatic guy that's on YouTube. So used to be a wrestler. But yeah. But there you go. I like to hear it. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. And then you just have Barry O just come out to no music. He just comes out and goes, "Hi, I'm Barry." Oh. And then Barry Horowitz just comes out and just goes, "Finally, I'm in the Hall of Fame." Gotta thank me first. I'm petitioning for all these guys to get in the Hall of Fame, especially Melina. Like, every time I met Melina, the last 2 times I met her, I said, you really need to get to the Hall of Fame. I said the same thing to Victoria, even SoCal Val on the Grown-Ass Women TV YouTube channel. That's Wednesdays at 5 o'clock, by the way. Quick plug. Victoria, Mickey James, and SoCal Val. You know, really, SoCal Val really did too much. The only thing she did was be in PWG. She was a ring announcer for PWG for a few years. Then she went to Impact. Was really just there to show her ass. I don't think she did maybe a little bit of ring announcing and backstage stuff. Not that kind of backstage stuff, but you know. And then she had that epic freaking angle with Black Machismo. Ooh yeah, Chilito. That was really corny. It was corny, but you know, it brought back a lot of memories from 1992 SummerSlam.
Elizabeth, will you marry me? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I was actually at SummerSlam 92 from the Garden. Match made in heaven, match made in hell. That horrible freaking match with Hogan defending the belt against, he had the belt, yeah. Hogan with the Winged Eagle title in the first ever Guerrilla Warfare match. That match was horrible. And it ended the same way that freaking WrestleMania 7 kind of ended, you know, with the backstage interview with Hogan goes to his locker room and fucking Sergeant Slaughter throws a fireball in his face. Yo, slime! Slaughter rolls! Slaughter rolls! Then they had that whole thing where, you know, they showed Hogan's eye on Thunder in Paradise, you know, all the red eye shit. Actually, that was before the whole Yokozuna incident. When, Hogan won the belt from Yokozuna at WrestleMania 9, probably the worst WrestleMania in history. People say 11. No, that's 9. I mean, Double Z says 11, but I think it's 9. That's just my personal preference. 9, then 11. And then I was gonna say 14, but really 9 and 11 are the worst WrestleManias in history. Just saying. Yeah, they had when Hogan won the belt after Yokozuna got the belt back from Bret Hart, or he squashed Bret Hart. Then Hogan comes out, wins the belt in like 3 seconds. Then he loses it like a couple months later at King of the Ring, thanks to Mr. Fuji, you know, disguising himself as a photographer. He had that old school camera with a big flash comes out. That's how Hogan got the all messed up eye back then, which was seen later on Trouble in Paradise Season 1. An eye for an eye, brother. Then I think he was actually I forgot who was that whole episode. He was he had an arm wrestling contest. So I forget who it was. And we see Bruce the Bar and Beefcake in the back like Jimmy Hart. But a puchai. And he wins the fucking thing because of his steroids, brother. I miss Thunder in Paradise. That was a good show. Back in the 90s, during the WCW era of Hogan, before it became Hollywood Fossil Hogan. Brother. Anyway, we move on. Alright, so, back to SmackDown. Alright, so we had Shit Row against the Viking Raiders. We had B-Fab and Valhalla, Sarah Logan, Sarah Evans, at ringside. So it starts with basically a squash match. This was almost a under 3-minute suckfest match. So it starts with Ashanti Adonis getting pulled into the corner. So for some Viking clubbering. Ivar loads up a suplex, but Ashanti slipped out. Gets the hot tag to Top Dollar, who cleans house, which didn't really last long. As Ashanti Adonis comes back in, misses a dive, and basically that was it because the Viking Raiders picked him up. They hit Ragnarok. I guess it's a new move. I don't even know. It looks like a powerbomb. I don't know what it is. They just call it Ragnarok now. Somebody been watching TNA. Where did you get that name from there, Ivar, Eric? Besides Thor, Norse mythology, of course. But where did you really get it from? Give my demon assassin, my demon bride, the leader of the prophecy, Rosemary, that idea. Give her your thanks on Twitter. Thank her because she and Taya Valkyrie came up with that name, Ragnarok, for the tag team. They probably were in a meeting with Hunter, and they're like thinking about new names for their new finishing move. And Hunter's like,
"Well, how about Ragnarok? Kind of worked with Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie and Impact. I think it'd be great for you. Look at my nose. What do you think about that, Stephanie?"
Probably something like that. That's probably how it went down. But in any event, so the Viking Raiders win with Ragnarok. 1, 2, 3. They get the win in a squash match. And what the fuck happened to Hit Row? What happened? Holy crap! They came back. Hunter with the first Infinity Gauntlet brings them back. Everybody's all happy. Then they get to a feud. They reignite their feud with Legato. Basically, got the fucking shit beat out of them because now the Viking Raiders came back. And now they're fucking jobbers. Who did they piss off? Well, I guess probably Top Dollar said some shit on Twitter again. I don't know. Why are they jobbers now? It makes no sense to me, but okay, whatever. Don't care. So, alright. So we get that. So the Viking Raiders get the win in a meaningless match. 2 out of 5 stars. And we move on. It's windy outside. It's really windy outside. 43 degrees right now. And the wind is howling. It's supposed to be like 60 tomorrow. Well, around 60 tomorrow. And it's going to be breezy again. And then it's supposed to rain like crazy on Sunday. And it's going to be, I have to go out. So I have to go out tomorrow in the wind. But at least it's going to be sunny, thankfully, and warm. And then Sunday, not so much. We're supposed to, go bounce up and down. And then by, Wednesday, for the tree line, it's going to be like 60 degrees and raining. And then back down to, normal by the first weekend of December. And then that's, by Thursday, we start counting down those days, ladies and gentlemen, for the greatest day in the world. You know what that is? And if you don't know, you'll know by December 24th. The greatest day in the world when the greatest man in the world was born. Jesus Christ, the Lord! The original. The man, the OG. Jesus was born on the greatest day in the world, December 24th. And then the second greatest person in the world, me. Gotta put God first. Sorry. My birthday coming up soon. A couple weeks away. And then,
let me cue my you from Loaderhead. Rock out with your cock out. Alright.
His birthday, and if you want to be technical, Ryan Seacrest's birthday is the same goddamn day as mine. Seacrest, out! Yeah, get out of here! You fucking, you know what? Go play with Kelly Ripa on that horrible morning show. Just saying. But in any event, yeah, so the greatest day in the world coming up. So Thursday, we're going to start counting down those days. 23 days on Thursday. So right now, officially, we are... Let's check my calendar here. 28 days from the greatest day in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait. I get another year older, hopefully another year wiser, but another year sexier. And you know what's going to happen on that day, that night actually, when I come home from my Christmas Eve festivities? Birthday sex. Which is not as great as drunk sex, but still. This is going to go to town on my ding-a-ling. But I don't even need blue chew. Like certain people do, but I digress. But in any event, yeah, so we're gonna be counting down those days. We can count down right now if we want to. So let's do you know what? Let's do it. Like Paul Stanley says, let's do it. So the countdown is on 28 days away, 4 weeks away. Can't wait. I can't wait. Hopefully get get a ton of money, because I need to buy some stuff for what I want. Maybe use that money for a trip with the missus to maybe Atlantic City or down south slang, you know, or some West Coast slang, or mid south slang, or just somewhere. Get that money, put it in the bank, save it for a nice little R&R, and then you know, get some clothes here and there, maybe some other stuff that we want and need, and that's pretty much it. I know I'll probably get some other stuff that I'll just throw out. But thanks for thinking of me. But but my subs and my good friends that I have, like, you know, will wish me happy birthday before then, probably on that Friday Smackdown. Especially that Smackdown on December 23rd is going to be a very interesting watch along with Easter and company. But it is what it is. She'll give me a nice birthday gift. Well, not a gift, but you know. Happy birthday, babe. No, that's all that matters. I don't need a gift from her. It would be nice, but you know, I don't want that. But yeah, so we'll get all that in a couple weeks. And then we got the end of the year, 5 weeks away from today. So we're 35 days to the end of 2022. So there you go. Ball that ball is probably being made by now, and you know they're gonna be putting up the 2023 thing on Times Square probably in the next week or two, probably in the next couple weeks actually, probably right before Christmas. They'll be putting that thing up, and then you know. Then at 11 o'clock at night, we got to start dropping that fucking ball. And then January 1st, we start a new year. There you go. Hopefully it's a good year for some of you. And for others, who knows? But we get all that. And wherever you may be, you have a great New Year's Eve. I will be somewhere. I'll just let you know that. I will be somewhere. Don't know where, but I will be around. I might be on the beach in Miami. Who knows? I don't know yet. But I will not be in the New York City vicinity. I'll let you know that right now. I will not be in the area for Christmas or for New Year's Eve. But it is what it is, because I got to get out of this goddamn state for the holidays. But it is what it is. All right, we move on. All right, so Shit Row lose to the Viking Raiders, and that's it. All right, so I get that max 2 out of 5 stars. Then we get the video that everybody was talking about yesterday, well, for Thanksgiving, which was on Twitter, a WWE exclusive video of Dominic Guerrero, Eddie's son, right, Eddie? Oh, that's my son. You see what he did, S.A.? You see what he did? He did it like I would have done if I was alive today, S.A., pero. Yeah, I know. You did it. He made you proud. I'm very happy for your son, S.A. Well, thank you very much. You know, him and Mommy Rhea did a number on Rey Mysterio. Did a number. I loved it. So if you haven't seen the video, it's on Twitter. It's even on YouTube now. Rey Mysterio, Dominic Guerrero and his mommy, Rhea Ripley, going to Rey Mysterio's house, knock on the door. Angie opens the door, and he's like, and Dominic's like, "Hey, Mom, is Dad here?" And he says, "Hold on," shuts the door. And then the door opens again. We see Rey putting on his mask. I'm like, you could have put it on before because, you know, it's all staged. Right? And he's like, "What are you doing here? This is not the time." Blah, blah. He's like, "What do you mean? It's Thanksgiving." And then Rhea like barges right in, knocks Rey down. And then they beat the living crap out of Rey, who was on a walking boot because of his injury. Beat the fuck out of him. Well, actually, they shoved him down, and Rey like looks up at Rhea and goes, "You son of a bitch! That's not how you talk to a lady. There's a woman present, and there was kids present, Rey! You pendejo!" So they beat him down, they knock him down. Dominic looks at the pictures, he's like, "Oh, it's great." Smashes it over on his dad, on his, you know, his former dad's freaking leg, smashing it to pieces. And then, you know, his mom's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And Dominic's like, "What? It's the holidays. Chill out." Then he takes like a broom or a stick, I don't know, like it looked like a broomstick or something like that, smashes it over his former dad's fucking leg. It was great. And then Rhea's like, "Happy Thanksgiving, Rey." And then they leave. But you know, Rhea Ripley got a plate for Thanksgiving. You know. Probably Angie made those tamales or, you know, empanadas. Something like that. Maybe some Spanish rice. Maybe some burritos and tacos from Taco Bell. I don't know. Well, she got a plate, all right. Not, well, besides that, from Dom. That was a great Thanksgiving for Dom and Rhea. For Rey, not so much. But that was awesome. I gave that a 4 out of 5 stars. If not, I should have gave it 5. It was great. And basically, it's a setup for Rey finally getting his revenge on Dom at WrestleMania. Because you know that's going to happen. It's got to happen. It's not going to happen right away. Like, remember when Kane debuted and he beat the fuck out of The Undertaker at Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood? When was their first match? WrestleMania. There you go. Their first official match was at WrestleMania, what was that number? 13 or 14? I think it was the one before he won the title. I know the second match they had, I think, was the Inferno match. The first Inferno match they had. The second one, I fucking hated that one. The first Inferno match was always the best one. The way that I thought Taker diving over the top rope, over the fire, onto, you know, the late great Big Van Vader and Kane, and I think the late great Harley Race and maybe Paul Bearer. "Oh yes, my Undertaker through the fire and flames. Oh yes." And the way that freaking match ended with Kane's arm getting on fire. My God, Kane's on fire! My God! Jill with legendary commentary. I still have the VHS of Unforgiven. I forgot what year that was. That was 97, I think? 96? Maybe a year before, I don't remember. But yeah. Then the second one they had, wasn't as good as the first, and the ending was stupid. Freaking Kane missing a kick and his fucking leg goes on fire. That was dumb. And then the whole thing with then Ministry of Darkness Taker, which is always the best taker from all. The whole thing with him kidnapping Stephanie, and then him hounding freaking Shane and freaking Vince. He grabs the teddy bear. No, actually, Vince comes out. He gets the gift, and he opens it. He's like, "Why? Why? Why? Damn it!" And then Taker takes the doll, sets that on fire, just like saying, "Here, Vince." I thought that was kind of corny. The match was corny. That part was fun. Man, I just wish not even the corporate ministry, just the Ministry of Darkness should have lasted longer than the corporate ministry, which I thought was boring as fuck. I didn't like that. So even with the higher power being Vince, it was me, Austin. It was me all along. And then the unholy marriage of the Undertaker and Stephanie, which didn't really last that long, because the fucking Austin. And then really the corporate ministry kind of dissolved, which led to American Badass Taker, which I really never liked. The first theme song was dumb. You got it now. Oh, shut up. That match, get that theme out of here. But with American Badass by Kid Rock, that in itself was the best theme of the American Badass. It should have been this theme when he first came in as the American Badass during Judgment Day a long time ago. He didn't come out with that when he first came out. He came out with some weird fucking shit. He's here, blah, 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 and then just came out with random weird music. Still. I never liked Biker Taker. I never liked it. But I like The Undertaker because he's the GOAT of all GOATs. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. You thought it was Hogan, right? No. Not Macho Man Randy Savage either. My favorite wrestler of all time is and will always be the GOAT of GOATs, The Undertaker. And the version that I like is Ministry Taker. Not even original OG Taker. I mean, at first I liked that, but when he became Ministry Taker, something like that. That was awesome. I loved it. His theme was great. It was a darker version of the original Taker theme we all know and love. That got updated when Taker came back as OG Taker with the lightning and the thunder. That was great. But you can't go wrong with Taker's theme. When at the end of his career, the beginning of his career, and then Ministry Taker theme. Perfect. Should have lasted longer though. Didn't last. I think it lasted 2, 3, maybe 4 years. But I mean, it is what it is. 30-some-odd year career, guys. Amazing. What do you want to do? If you don't like The Undertaker, then you need your fucking face caved in. Seriously. Seriously. The Undertaker is the GOAT of all GOATs. Not Hogan, not Savage. Even though they paved the way for The Undertaker. But I think without The Undertaker, there would be no Hunter S. Helmsley and, Stone Cold. There would be no Attitude Era without The Undertaker. Not even an Invasion. There would be no Biker Taker. There would be no OG Taker. There would be no Boneyard match with AJ Styles. The Streak probably would have never happened. The legendary streak that should have never ended with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. If anybody should have ended it, not Cena. Not even close to Cena. Should not. I was thinking it should have been at WrestleMania 29 with Punk. I'll admit that. I think Punk should have been the one to end it. Be somebody that you never saw coming. Like, maybe, really, Randy Orton, really. Orton should have done that. At WrestleMania, what number was that? 20... No, it was 26. When did he face Orton? Was it 20... I forgot what year it was. Orton should have been the one to fucking end Taker's streak, not Brock. You should have never lost to really Roman, but you know how Roman was back at WrestleMania 32. I think he's only lost 2 or 3 times. I know he lost to Brock, lost to Roman. I think he lost... Who's the other one he lost to? I forget. But that's the only 2 I know of. Because he beat Bray. Never fought Cena at, you know. Oh, he did face Cena. He beat him. Thank the Lord for that. Imagine Cena would have been the one to fucking end Taker's streak. There would be no WWE right now. Because everybody would have revolted. But Brock winning was a shock. We didn't think Brock was going to beat him at the time. Like I said, it should have been Orton. It should have been Punk. The year before that. Maybe Hunter in Hell in a Cell, but not. Shawn Michaels maybe could have done it, but he didn't. Or could have been the one at least. But it was Brock we're going to do. Alright, we move on. Alright, so we got that whole Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley thing, which was awesome. That's all I got to say about that. Alright, then we see LA Knight. Somewhere in the back, he got attacked again. Boy, is he cursed or what? And we all know who did it. Oh, howdy! And you move on from there. So I didn't have to wait that. Alright, we're going to finish up because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Alright, then we go to the second semifinal match in the Smackdown World Cup. We had Ricochet taking on Braun Strowman, who has new theme music. Well, not really theme music. New theme music. But he has a new CGI that he goes... And then like the CGI picture of a volcano just like erupts. It pops up, it goes... What is this? I feel like doing Golden Boy again. What is this?
Excuse me, is this basic? Why would we use something so primitive as that? We use DOS.
She touched me. If you've never watched Golden Boy, the anime, or manga, good shit. Good shit. But I digress. Alright, so this match was garbage. But everybody thought Braun was going to win and go to the finals, win the tournament, go on to face Walter for the Intercontinental title, which looked like the plan, right? Wrong! Wrong, ladies and gentlemen. You are wrong. Basically, Braun beat the fuck out of Ricochet for most of the match. We got a big toss inside the ring because I fought outside the ring. Did I hit Michael Cole? Anyway, then Imperium come out of nowhere for a distraction. And then Braun goes in, and somehow Ricochet gets the pin with a crucifix. What? Okay. So, now we're watching it. I'm watching it live. I'm on Easter's thing. I'm like, and everybody's like, what? Ricochet just won what? 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 So yeah, thanks to Imperium, Ricochet goes to the finals to face Santos Escobar next week. For the SmackDown World Cup, and the winner of that faces Walter for the IC title. And the way I'm thinking is looking out, it's going to be Ricochet and Walter And really, I don't want Ricochet Walter 3. Ugh. I mean, it doesn't really matter. If Santos wins, he's going to get destroyed. Or somehow, might be a triple threat. Braun's probably going to get in the match somehow. But anyway, Ricochet gets the win. A shocking win. And I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, all of the Imperium come in. They go after Braun, beating him down, and Ricochet like going to the back, and then he stops. He looks back and like, should I help him or not? Okay, I'll do it. So he runs to the ring to save Braun. You know, Braun got up and basically beat the fuck out of Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel. And then Walter just bails out to the floor. He's like, I'm not fighting this guy right now. You beat him up 3-on-1, and then when he actually starts fighting back, you leave like a little pussy there, Walter. Why? Why are you making him look like that? Makes no sense. He's this big Austrian powerhouse. Yeah, he's Austrian. Not what are they German or whatever he is. They bill him as. Gunther. Stupid. They're making him look like a pussy against Braun Strowman. He's gonna win the fight eventually. But making him look like a pussy. I don't want to fight him one-on-one. I'm just gonna let my two lackeys get the fucking shit beat out of him. Anyway. Alright, so he does that. And then Ricochet comes in for a little bit of help. And then he goes to the corner and kind of offers his hand to Braun. Braun takes it in his. They have mutual respect. And then he, I guess Ricochet gets ass kicked. And then Braun picks him up. I'm like, yay, we're going to have a tag match next week. Obviously. So it'll be Braun Strowman and Ricochet taking on 2/3 of Imperium, Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner with Walter at ringside. Who didn't see that coming? Right, well, Ricochet and Braun teaming up, I didn't see that coming, but... And Ricochet winning, I didn't really see coming either. So Hunter kind of switched it up a little bit. Good job. Good job. And then I wanted to see Braun and Walter go at it. Big beefy men slapping meat. But I guess they didn't want to do it. It would have been too obvious. So. But, I mean, we're going to see it eventually, but... Alright, so I gave the match, what did I give it? 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, then we get a look back at KO, Kevin Owens, being revealed as the 5th man on the on Team Brawling Brutes last week for War Games. That's it. So it's Kevin Owens' official return to War Games. Was the last time we saw him in War Games was a couple years ago with the whole Undisputed Era thing. So that's really Kevin Owens' match, War Games. So there you go. We're gonna see him back. Good. Let me move on. All right, then we go to the back. Speaking of Kevin Owens, we see Sami Zayn, or as I like to call him, J-Man Jordan. Jordan Scowl. If you take a picture of Jordan, no offense, Jordan, but you take a picture of Jordan and put it side by side to Sami Zayn, they look exactly the same. They look like they're distant cousins. But not really, because we all know Sami Zayn is really, we know who he is. He's just playing El Generico, the guy from Mexico who steals orphans from the orphanage in Mexico. And Jordan's just Jordan. But I digress. I'm making fun, Jordan. If you want you to take it the wrong way, then, well, that's just you, dude. But anyway, yeah. So J-Man, Sami Zayn, is walking. He's about to go into the Bloodline's locker room. But then Kevin Owens cuts him off. He's like, oh, you ain't going in there yet. We gotta talk. So Owens is kind of playing a little bit of mind games with Sami and telling him, who's gonna turn on who first? I think, really, you should be one step ahead of them, and you turn on them first before they turn on you. Stuff like that. So it's kind of planting the seeds in Sami's head, and Sami's like, they're not gonna turn on me. We're friends and everything. I'm the honorary Oos. Roman would never do that to me. blah blah blah. And while that's happening, we see Jey Uso like peeking like behind the door. He's like, ooh. Oh, you really gonna you want to fight us? He's listening, and so is Roman. He's watching. So Owens is like, you should turn on the bloodline before they do it to you. And then Owens is like, well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. And then he leaves. And then Sami's about to go into the locker room. Jay pops out and says, hey, Jay, who are you? I'm not Jay, sorry. Sami, who are you talking to? Sami's like, no one. Who'd you come here with? I just got here. So Jay's like, oh, yeah? Right? Yeah, right. So he's like, all right, yeah, get in the locker room. Get in. And then we see Sami going, he's like, hey, my dogs. Kevin Owens, the mastermind he is. He did the same fucking thing in Ring of Honor. He hates that guy. He hates Sami Zayn, Generico. I've known this guy for 20 years. He's a brother to me. Yeah, brother my ass. But you've had legendary matches with that guy. Especially 2012. Ladder War 4, I was there, ringside. That fucking package power driver from the top of the fucking ladder. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's dead! They killed Derek! Wait, if I was on commentary, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, they just killed the fucking Mexican! Jesus Christ! El Generico is dead! That's what I would have done if I was on commentary. Fuck Kevin Kelly's commentary on that fucking DVD. Even I don't even know who the other guy was. I did commentary with Kevin Kelly before Kevin Kelly took over commentary. That guy sucked. Bad. Oh, my goodness. I mean, come on, show some compassion on commentaries. If you freaking have Kevin Steen coming into your living room with a cannonball right into the ladder, I mean, be like Joey Styles, go, oh my God! See, that's why I should be a fucking commentator for Ring of Honor, not Ian Ricker. Boring. I should be freaking working for the WWE, me and Joe Cronin, especially. Have Issa as an interviewer for Roman. But I digress. But man, I would have killed that match. I would have made that match way better on commentary than it was on the DVD. Way better. But being there was price of admission. That's all I gotta say about that. Because when Steen hit that fucking package power driver on the big humongous ladder and the preaching ladders, everyone's like, holy shit! You didn't hear it on the DVD, but I was like, oh my God! And Rosa was next to me. He was like, oh my God! And then I go, he's fucking dead! Damn, man, that was a fun match to watch. Of all the ladder wars in Ring of Honor, that tops the list. Not even the one against the Bucks. No, what was it? That wasn't that one. Was God damn it. There was the first ladder war. It's always, the regionals. Everybody says that's the best one, though. Ladder War 2. I think that was the Bucks. Well, the original number 2. I think it was the Bucks and Steen and Generico. I forget which one it was. I know Ladder War 3 was the Briscoes and the All Out Express at Glory of Honor. Then Ladder War 4, that one. Ladder War 5 was Briscoe and Adam Cole, or Jay Briscoe and Michael Elgin. I forget. But then the Ladder War started kind of getting boring. But there was, I mean, the last few were pretty damn good. I mean, the Bucks and the Hardys, that was great. The Bucks and the Addiction, I think that was a triple threat one. That was good. That was sick. I think it was Nick or Matt Jackson hanging from the belts. Like, it was Jeff Hardy, dude. Crazy. But Ladder War 4 is always the best one for me. Like that. Alright, so Jay, he comes out, he's like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? Jay was like, I don't know, I just got here. I was like, kissing, yeah, I know who you're talking to. You want to pull a fast one on us? Get in that locker room. Anyway, so we move on. So I gave that 3.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we have Kayla Braxton with the man, Becky Lynch, who is all happy to be here. Nice merchandise, by the way, which you can buy on shop.com. So Becky wants to hurt Damage Control for putting her on the shelf 4 months ago. Obvious promo. So we get that. I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Then we go further in the back. We have Shotzi. Raquel Gonzalez, I think it was. Looking for Shotzi, I think. We got a tag match with Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. But Raquel Gonzalez gets jumped. Actually, Shotzi got jumped. Well, first, Shotzi was looking for Raquel. Shayna Baszler and Ronda jump her. And then Raquel Rodriguez comes in for the save. But the two MMA killers basically beat the fuck out of her. They put her arm in an anvil case, smash her arm to pieces, and the referees get there a little bit too late. So it looks like Shotzi's gonna go on 2-on-1. So I get that. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So we go to break. We come back. Ronda and Shayna are in the ring. They're gloating. Like, oh, look what we did. And then Shotzi comes out, and she's going to go 2-on-1, which I thought was a really bad idea. But, Shotzi's a fighter. She's like, I'm going to kick your ass. Let's do it for Raquel. So this match lasted 3 minutes and change. Shotzi fought her heart out, and then Raquel Rodriguez comes out, favoring her arms. I was like, damn it, you come out smiling. She look at me, Raquel Rodriguez. I'm under hurt. But she came out grimacing, favoring the arm, obviously broken. She comes in, she gets the tag. She starts cleaning house with one goddamn arm. Then Shayna Baszler takes her down by the arm. And she starts like ripping it apart. Then Ronda comes in as Shayna went outside to kind of stop Shotzi from getting in and saving her partner. And then Ronda locked in the arm bar and really did more damage to that broken arm. And Ronda and Shayna get the win. So there you go. So I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Made no sense for Raquel to come back out. No sense at all. But now she's on the shelf. And from what I heard on Twitter, Raquel Rodriguez and Braun Strowman are no longer an item right now. I wonder what happened. But they just had no chemistry together. I don't know. Either somebody cheated or it just didn't work out. Like most wrestling relationships do. But sometimes you meet the right one when you're a wrestler. Stephanie and Triple H.
I just wanted to bang the boss's daughter, so I could have some stroke. Because I'm gonna take over.
That's all he did. But then you got people that should not be together. Carmelo and freaking Corey Graves with his tiny cock. But I digress. They're married. They're having... Who cares? Who cares? We haven't seen Carmelo in months. I wonder why. Sad, with her miscarriages and stuff. Sad. That's sad. They're trying for their first kid and everything. And, and Carmelo's body's rejecting. So I don't know if they're gonna go through with insemination. What they're gonna do. So that's just not great. All right, so Raquel's on the shelf. Oh well, and that's it. All right, so we get that. So like I said, 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. Afterwards, we go outside the trainer's room. Shotzi comes out, gives us an update. Basically, she says, well, like Road Warrior Hawk is just like, well. She says that Raquel's arm is broken, and then her elbow is dislocated. Okay. She just said her arm is blown to pieces. You have to give us like an explained thing here. But then basically she says, this is personal, and I'm gonna get my vengeance tomorrow at Survivor Series. I'm like, no, you're not. You are going to get your butt kicked tomorrow. That's what just Ronda's reign as champ right now sucks. I can't wait for the turn of Shayna Baszler. I can't wait for it. And it better happen at fucking Survivor. Not Survivor Series. It better happen. The match better happen at WrestleMania. But I'm thinking they're gonna go with. I was thinking they were gonna go with Becky, but they still could. But if they don't do that, then I would go with Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey for the SmackDown Women's title in a fight pit match. That's what I would do. But I'm not the booker. I'm just a schmuck from New York. A sexy schmuck, not like Vince Russo. Fuck you, Russo. You fake ass fuck Yankee fan. It is what it is. Fuck him, bro, and fuck the Yankees. Sorry, Issa, I know you're a Yankee fan, but it is what it is. Anyway, all right, after that, we go to the advantage match. And I gotta finish this up. My battery's about to die. That's what she said. So we got the Usos taking on Sheamus and Drew McIntyre for the advantage in War Games. So we had the respective teams at ringside. So, long story short, it went back and forth. They go outside. They fight around the ring. Sami starts doing like this stuff to Drew. Right? And then Kevin comes in and is like, oh, you're going to do something now? And then Jay Uso's like, the fuck you doing? I got this. Stop. Blah, blah, blah. So we get a Claymore kick attempt. It gets broken up. And then Sheamus gets the hot tag. He hits he hits Jay Uso about 17 goddamn times with the clubbing blows of doom. Then we get a knee to Jimmy's face. Jay manages Sheamus down. Sheamus pulls Jay off the top for a big time crash on everyone on the floor. Drew takes them out with a dive right into the announce table. Sami then grabs one of the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Well, I can't grab the other one. That gets taken away by Kevin Owens and throws him in the ring. And the referee's like, Charles Robinson's like, hey, what are you doing? And Sami's like, oh shit! Drop the belt. And then Charles Robinson's like, you are out of here. So Sami just leaves in a huff. And while that's going on, Sheamus wins the match with the Brogue kick on Jay. So they get the win and they get the advantage in War Games. And that's pretty much it. So the match was alright. 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Team Brawling Brutes are all celebrating in the ring because they got the advantage on the Bloodline. And then we see the Bloodline just like looking on. And then Jay is like, oh boy. And everybody that's a Bloodline fan and wants Sami Zayn's head on a spike right now. I would not want to be in that locker room tomorrow with Roman. I would not. So, if I was you, Sami Zayn, you best better redeem yourself or you are out for good. And that's pretty much it. I still think the Bloodline will get the win. I mean, there's no way Roman's gonna take the pin. That's not happening. So, I mean, if they do lose, it's because of Sami Zayn. He's gonna take the pin. Probably from Kevin Owens. Or maybe from one of the brutes, maybe Butch. Or Sheamus kicks him in the face. But I really think possibly that the Bloodline lose tomorrow. I don't think they will, but there's a possibility they will. But I'm going to go with the Bloodline to win, and I think Sami will redeem himself, hopefully. And then we'll see what's going to happen as we go on to the 2-month freaking build to the Royal Rumble. And what's going to happen with Roman's championship by then, and the Usos championship. But eventually, Sami's going to go, bye-bye. And I'm like, good riddance. And that's it. All right. So that ends SmackDown, and I gave SmackDown 6.5 out of 10 stars, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to get out of here right now because my battery's about to die. So that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. 6 out of 10 stars for Rampage, 6.5 for SmackDown, and that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. Leave your comments down below what you guys think of the shows, and that's pretty much it. So I'm getting out of here. Check out TSL 46. That'll be uploaded in a little bit after it getting edited up. So after this video, watch TSL 46. Watch the video in that video in the description box of this video as well. The Daniel Johns video about mental health and all that shit. So go watch that. It's gonna be a banger. And that's pretty much it. And if you are suffering from mental health, you need somebody to talk to, go seek help. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm not advocating, being the god of mental health and everything, but I'm not using it as a crutch or anything like that. You think that you can kiss my rosy red ass, Mahoney? And it is what it is. Talk your shit on your channels. I'm not going to talk shit about you on mine. Go your own way, like Fleetwood Mac sang. And if you can't, then you got problems. And that's it. I have no time for this shit anymore. The holiday season, and I just want to end 2022 on a good note. And I saw 2023 on an even better note, and I will. It's time to make year 14 of my YouTube career better than this year. And it is at the end of this year. The first half was pretty decent, and then right around the summer, going on and off into the fall, and going into the winter. Just want to get this year done, and that's it. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Peter Gamer signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your co-coach. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe. Eat all the leftovers you can. Just don't throw up. Well, if you do throw up, make sure you clean yourself. But yeah, just have a great weekend, everybody. Survivor Series predictions tomorrow afternoon on TSL 47, and then your late night Survivor Series review on the Peter Gilmore channel late tomorrow night, probably around midnight or so. But we'll see what happens with that. And we got all that. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. And if you're not down with that, well, that's just too goddamn bad. Because I'm Peter Gilmore. We are the Prophecy. We are the Armada. We are better than you, and you know it. And we're real. And you don't believe us. That's too bad. But anyway, I'm Peter Gilmore, your gracious host, saying, I came for Oscar and EO. But I came, I saw, I broadcast. That's it. And if you're not down with that, we got 3 words for ya. Fuck you, man. You don't like my friends? You don't like my band? You don't like my show? Well, fuck you, man. That's it. Adios, everybody. Until tomorrow. Peace.